big week. A proper LED studio just opened in Scotland, and the gear inside it is exactly what you pick if someone handed you a blank check. Eurovision happened on Saturday, and it quietly became the biggest live tech test of the year. Foundry, the software people, just fixed one of the most annoying, expensive problems in our whole jobs. Unreal Engine 5.8 is out to try right now, and one of its features just went from don't risk it to yeah, you can actually use it. And the visual effects world finally agreed on how to write down what happens on film sets. Boring stuff, sounds like it, but it's one of the most useful things to happen all year. So stick around, let's get into it.
Stool where the pixels pour, news and gear and a whole lot more. Week after week, here's where you are. Welcome on in to VP Bar.
Welcome back to VP Bar, your weekly pint-sized roundup of everything happening in virtual production. First up, a new studio called Nightsky. It's in Coatbridge, just east of Glasgow. And last week, the trade press had a proper look around. What a place! Hundreds of high-end LED panels, all the kit that drives them, and camera tracking feeding into it. Basically the full setup. If you ever doodled your dream studio on the back of a call sheet, this is that doodle, built up, trust me. Honestly, this is the bit that got me. It's not the gear, it's the location. A studio this good, well outside London, with telly and Scottish drama already shooting in it. The UK map for this stuff has been London-based for years, and that's finally starting to change. They've also bought a big batch of outdoor LED panels, so they're moving into live events too. That's smart. A studio that only does film sits dark half of the year. Next, Eurovision. Yes, I'm talking about that Eurovision. The final was Saturday night in Vienna, and the same team has run the screens and video behind it for 8 years straight. A big curved leaf-shaped LED centerpiece, a row of media servers driving it, proper LED panels, all over the stage. Here's the part that should make you sit up. Eurovision was one of the first really big live shows to run a brand new way of moving video around. It's all about getting the picture from A to B fast, cleanly, and without it falling over across a massive wall of LED. And here's why that matters to you. The syncing, the video plumbing, the color headaches, Eurovision sorted out at full scale on Saturday, the exact same headaches every LED studio fights on a normal Tuesday. So if you want to know where this stuff is heading, don't watch a trade show, watch the song contest. I'm only half joking here, but find the recording somewhere, go back and watch the staging. Ignore the songs. You already heard them. Not special. Joking. I'm joking. Don't put that in. Don't put that in. Right, the products now. There's two of them because they're both worthy of your time. Foundry, who makes software a lot of us use, just shipped a big update on their LED wall tool. The headline bit logs all of the decision made on set, where the camera was, the lens, the timing, the scene settings, the color choices, all captured, all handled cleanly to the editing team afterwards. This is the one that actually got me excited, and here's why. The gap between what happened on set and what the editing team actually receives is one of the most expensive problems in the whole job. We all had that day of, wait, what lens was this shoot on this specific scene? Build that record straight into the tool is the right fix. It does a few other clever things too. It handles more kinds of 3D content on the wall, and it lets one machine drive several sections of the wall instead of needing a rack of them. Fewer boxes on set. Your producer will quietly love that. And it's already been used for real on a big upcoming film, the new Thomas Crown affair. Always reassuring when a tool's been proven in something real and big like that. Second product, Unreal Engine 5.8. The big real-time tool a lot of us build with is out to try right now. The full version lands around mid-June, but you can download the early version today. The one to care about is a lighting feature. It's gone from experimental, don't trust it, on a deadline to production ready. There's other good stuff in there too. The crowd tool now scales from a handful of characters up to thousands, and the physics for character rigs took a big step forward. My take, don't put an early version on a paying job, obviously, but do download it and push that lighting feature hard. Because by the time the full version lands in June, you want to already know how it behaves in your studio. Of course, if they didn't yet again change the entire interface and you have to relearn it, but that's a different story. Right, quick one before the events. If this is the stuff you actually want to do, not just watch, join the free community to watch YouTube content early and chat with others in virtual production, or go deeper with the course. Everything virtual production, from green screen stages to lighting to camera tracking to Unreal Engine to keying and beyond. Both links are in the description. Come and join our community. And finally, events. The Visual Effects Society put out a guide on collecting data on set and ran a public webinar about it on the 12th. The whole point is to get everyone capturing and handing over on-set information the same way, instead of every team doing its own thing. But you might be wondering why an industry guide is in the event slot. It landed the same week Foundry shipped their fix, and the two are halves of the same story. Foundry gave us the tool to capture set data cleanly. The Visual Effects Society gave us the shared language for what to capture and how to pass it on. Tool plus rulebook. That's how you actually fix a workflow problem instead of just patching it. For years, handing over set data was everyone's guessing in their own format. A neutral, agreed guide is the boring plumbing level fix that quietly saves everyone a day later on. Let's recap. A proper LED studio in Scotland, Eurovision stress testing the tech the rest of us will end up using, Foundry and the Visual Effects Society finally getting serious about set data, and Unreal handing us tools that are actually ready to use. Less shiny new toys, more the job quietly getting solid. So that is it for this week. Drop a like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. See you in the next one.